Get down, get down! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
And where is the emergency?
6th Street. Okay, what's the emergency? Do you need police, fire, or medical?
It began like an ordinary morning, but within minutes, 6th Street would become the scene of a life-or-death standoff. A worried woman called 911, her voice shaking as she explained that she had stopped by her mother's house to drop off her daughter before work. But inside, something was wrong. Her father, broken by the loss of his parents, was sitting silently in the living room, clutching a knife.
Well, I just came to drop off my daughter before I go to work, but I seen them in the living room just sitting there, and I guess he's just being suicidal and acting a fool, and they want him gone. Why not?
He said he wanted to be with them again. He said he was ready to die. The woman begged dispatchers to send the police quickly. She couldn't leave her little girl there with a man who no longer cared whether he lived or died. When officers arrived, the house fell silent for a moment, the kind of silence that hides danger. Then a voice erupted from inside. "Come on, kill me!" The man shouted again and again, daring the officers to end his pain. They could see the glint of metal in his hand. Commands filled the air. "Put the knife down. Get on the ground." But he refused to move. His mind was lost somewhere between rage and despair.
Kill me! Get down, get down!
Would he surrender, or force the officers to make an impossible choice? The officers backed up, keeping their weapons trained. They warned him again, but his response was chilling. "I want to die." Then he moved forward. It happened in seconds. One final command, "Stop moving!" And then a burst of sound shattered the air. The man collapsed. The knife clattered onto the floor. For the officers, there was no victory, only silence, heavy and cold. A daughter had just watched her father's final moments, and the officers knew they had done everything they could to prevent it.
All right, he's down, he's down, he's down!
But sometimes, no amount of training can stop a person determined to die. What drives a person to face death instead of help? And how do those who must stop them live with that memory? In the aftermath, investigators confirmed the man had warned his family that he would charge the police. It was a textbook case of suicide by cop. The lesson is painful but clear.
Get down! Get down! Hey, I'm gonna get my 40 here.
Mental health struggles can turn deadly if left unspoken. The woman's call may have saved her child's life, but it also reminds us how fragile hope can be. So if you ever notice someone slipping into despair, reach out, listen, and call for help before it's too late.